Alright, so I found my spot. It's just on the side of the road off of 140 right outside the park exit. So on iOverlander it said that a lot of the spots, the pull-offs, actually have no camping, no overnight signs. I drove a bit further than where everybody was piled up and happened to find a pull-off on the side of the road and it didn't have a no camping sign. Maybe I'll get bothered, maybe I won't. I noticed there's another car at the next one up there, so I'm kind of like on a dirt pull-off, not necessarily a like an overlook pull-off. I'll see what happens, but I've got all my shades in the windows. I've got the curtain pulled behind me, and pretty much have this thing blacked out while I have the lights on, which won't be for too long. I am definitely gonna crawl into bed. You can hear the traffic. I mean, it is literally right there, but the raging river is also next to the window where I sleep, so that'll probably drown out most of the sound of the vehicles going by. So it's about 9:30, I think, about 9:30. So yeah, I'm gonna probably make something to eat quick, clean up, and then crawl into bed for the night. So that's it. So that was my spot for the night, which is really close to the road. But I had this out of my window, so that covered up most of the sound. Not all loud cars, but most of them. And it's almost 8 o'clock now. There's still a nice cool breeze blowing through here. So I'm gonna pull up to that spot there and just kind of organize things, make coffee, and then head back into the park. Alright, so I found a spot near a picnic area, and right up there through the trees you can barely see the waterfall where I walked up to yesterday. And so I've got the hatch open. I'm thinking about moving that stuff and setting up the chair, or just sitting here on the ground. It's close to the street, but that's my view out the back. Alright, so I set up my camping chair inside my cab. I've been sitting here answering some texts and contacting a few people, and I am right up against the street, which it's hard to get anywhere with the view that you're not either in a crammed parking lot or next to a street. So it is what it is. It's kind of loud, but I'm doing some video editing and answering some texts from different people and doing what little I can with what little service I'm actually able to get here. So, but anyway, this is my view while I'm sitting here. So it's not bad. Opposite here is a picnic area, so there's a lot of traffic coming and going. Traffic going slow, as you can just see. But it works for now, and it's not too hot that I'm sweating in here. There's a little bit of a breeze, but not much of one. So all in all, it's gonna pretty much be my day. And I think I'm gonna come back tomorrow and try one other hike to the falls and do the mist trail, which I hear you get soaked this time of year. I talked to somebody yesterday and she said she got soaked, so we'll see. But there's also a loop that goes around the entire valley. I think it's like 7 miles. I might actually do that when I'm done sitting in the back of the cab here, because it is a nice day. It's not too hot. It's all on level ground. And that way I'd get to see a lot of areas that I've been trying to capture through my windshield with the camera, and actually be able to stand around and enjoy some of the scenery rather than just driving through it all. But it's pretty easy, and I can just do it in what clothes I'm wearing. I don't need to get put on hiking boots or anything like that. So see how it goes, and how I feel in a few hours when I decide to move. decided to take a walk along the valley floor from my car, and check that out. That is so high. It is impressive. And now that I've seen the El Capitan, and just saw an article and a trailer for that guy that scaled that, talk about something that makes your palms sweat. That was crazy just watching the trailer. But now that I've been close to it, I definitely want to see that movie, because that's supposedly one of the most impressive, if not the most impressive, free climb ever. So, but that is just cool up there. And that's not it, by the way. That's just one of the views on the trail. But it's I think a similar type of rock. I think it's just sheared granite, but that has a lot more ridges in it than what he climbed. But anyway, so I just started this trail. It's a lot cooler in the shade. This Jeep was starting to get in the sun now that the sun's starting to go down. But I'll follow this for a while, just see where it goes, and then when I get tired, cut across and come back. Alright, so when I started walking, I checked the map one more time, and it's not 7 or 8 miles around the valley. It's like 13, so I just figured I'd walk until I found something interesting, or until I got tired and decided to turn back or cut through or whatever. And now I'm following the signs for Mirror Lake. Heard it's kind of neat, and actually with the sun setting the way that it is, might be a pretty good time to see it. I'll find out when I get there, but got about another mile to go before I get to it. Yeah, see, can't see much. I'll take a walk around, maybe I can see something from another angle. It's funny, but with my sunglasses, I can't actually see what I can see in the camera. The camera actually really captures the mirror. That's pretty cool. I'm glad I decided to take a video of this, because there it is. That out. That is wicked. So this is right by Mirror Lake. Kind of cool. Somebody made it out of wood there. But look at that. It's actually a pretty cool picture. There's gotta be a couple hundred of them.